The Dynasty. The Dynasty.
Alrighty, how we doing? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? How y'all doing today? You fix all of that. Move this out the way. I forgot to fix this one. I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Whew. It's a good one. Chill out for the night, man. Just wanted to talk with y'all for a bit. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. We are getting into it. Talking some strip club stuff again. Back at it with another episode of the Strip Club Chronicles. And I'm happy to be here, y'all. Happy to be here. Happy indeed to be here. And man, today's episode is gonna be a good one. Indeed. Yeah, I try to keep it clean, man. I gotta, you know, it's funny, like on a random tip, I try to keep a friend. I had a friend that was like, he would show me his desktop, and his shit was fucking like, he had like files all over the place. You feel me? Files all over the place. Files all over the damn place. No, I mean, this dude had, I mean, every file imaginable. He put everything on the desktop. And I even told him, I was like, hey, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta chill with that, man. Got a few things that I work on with. But today's episode, or today, we're going to be talking about a few things. And it's going to be an interesting one today. I think today's going to be a good one, and it's a good topic to come up with. And for those of y'all that saw my members only video, I will be sharing that today. But we'll share that a little bit later. We're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to get things going in here with a few things to watch. Right. You know, we're going to be watching a few things here. And watching a couple of videos that I want to see and, you know, I want to share with y'all. And let's give my thoughts. We're going to start there. And, you know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're going to look at this and going to go ahead and get right into it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start there. We're going to warm up there. T-Matt, how you doing, man? Thank you for allowing me in to talk with your podcast earlier today. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this too. Like I said, this is all of my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with where I work. This is no representation. Like I said, I talk on my own accord. All that stuff. I gotta say that because, you know, people love to try to make people lose their jobs and stuff, which is stupid as hell. But we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna get into video number 1 that I was looking at here. We're gonna be getting some important advice here from the Bad Bitch Academy. Well, that's a channel name, I'll tell you what. That's a channel name, I'll tell you what. Alright.
What's up, babe? It's Amber the Baddie, and welcome to the Bad Bitch Academy. This YouTube channel is honestly just the ultimate hub for bad bitches, strippers, money-making hoes, and in this video specifically,
I'm surprised they let her get away with that on YouTube.
I'm talking about what do you do as a stripper when customers try to push your boundaries.
All right, let's talk about it.
A lot of new strippers come to me, and this is like one of their first questions, like, what do you do if you have those men who just do things that you don't feel good with, or who push your boundaries, who touch you in a way that you don't like? And a lot of women are scared. They're worried about what is going to happen. What do they do? How do they respond?
Okay.
And that's what I'm talking about in this video. So watch all
Talk
the way
about
to the end, because then you will know exactly how to deal with those kind of customers.
All right,
now, I
let's
do
see.
want to say I don't have that many bad experiences with customers, and I know so many baby strippers worry, like, am I going to get violated? Like, how rough and ruthless are these men? But a lot of the time, they're actually okay. A lot of the time, people know at the strip club, they know what's allowed and what's not allowed. And there's kind of just like a code in a way of like how to behave in a strip club and how to be respectful
She said,
for all the women who work there.
So she said something key. I want y'all to pay attention. She said something key. There's a code in every club. There's a code. Every club there's a code, and it's not always written. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to go with it. But let's continue. Her shirt's funny though. I need to have a shirt that says "My money, not yours." I need to have a counter. I'm gonna have to give me a shirt made like that. My money, not yours. I need that.
So if that is something that you're worried about, you don't have to worry so much. I'm going to give you tips in this video of what to do if something happens. But I will say, probably 90% of the time, you're not going to have any issues. And the other 10%, if something comes up, there are very easy and direct ways to handle it that everyone will be happy and okay with. And keep watching if you want to know exactly what to do with someone
you drag it, baby.
not respecting your boundaries. So the first thing I want to say is that it really comes down to learning how to read the signs early. Now, you can kind of tell if someone's going to be a creep or if they're not.
How can you tell?
For example, if you're on the floor, you're talking to customers, and already they haven't even paid for a dance, they haven't even done nothing, and they're touching you, grabbing your tits, smacking your ass, being a little bit too handsy, that's kind of a sign that this person might be someone who's going to try to push your boundaries, right? And it might start
Possible.
off in like more subtle ways, maybe not so subtle ways, but even before you get into the lap dance, sometimes you're able to tell. Now, when that happens, it all comes down to speaking up for yourself, right? For
Mm-hmm.
having those boundaries like, whoa, you can't touch me like that. What do you think this is? And just saying it, speaking your mind, letting them know that this is not okay.
Okay.
And sometimes that means that you have to literally leave money on the table and be like, you know what? I actually don't
Okay.
think that we're a good match. I don't think I'm going to have a good time with you because you just seem too handsy and I'm not available for that. So I'm going to go. And literally
Yep.
knowing when to just walk away.
All right. I'll give her that.
Sometimes you don't.
I'll give her that. You know what? I was kind of leery at first. I'm not lying to you. I'm a little leery about this, but she's not too far off. She on the money right now. She on the money right now. Okay.
Know until
All right.
after you're in a dance, you're in a VIP, and the situation presents itself. So what I have come to do that works really well for me is at the beginning of my dances, I just be like, hey babe, so here are my rules. You can touch me here and here, but don't touch me there, and we're all gonna have a great time. When you can just say,
I am glad she said that because she does what a lot of girls will not do. A lot of girls don't do this. They don't. They don't.
up front, here are my rules and my boundaries, people will genuinely listen to them. And I really don't have a problem once that happens. Something else I teach my clients in my Empowered Stripper course, which is like the ultimate course for anyone who wants to become
Oh
a
Lord,
stripper.
here we
It
go.
teaches you everything you need to know about how to thrive on the job. But
Here we go.
I teach them the importance of having a paywall. Okay, and what that means is, let's say a customer wants to like be super handsy and like grab your tits and smack your ass. Be like, look babe, if you want to like turn up the heat and have a bit more fun, you need to tip me an extra $200, right? If you
Yeah. Yo. Yo. I'm laughing. I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm laughing, right? Right? I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm laughing. This is funny as hell because I've had this happen. I've dealt with girls that do this. Okay, some of the dancers that I've worked with, they do this. Okay? They do this. And you have to tip them. They're like, oh well, if you're gonna do this, you have to tip me extra, right? It's hilarious. It's stupid in a way, but you know, if that's the kind of action you want, it's done to partially test the waters. I want to say, I feel it's partially to test the waters, but it's also to kind of prevent things from getting too out of hand. You know what I'm saying? So if the guy knows that, hey, I gotta tip her an extra in order for me to grab her tits, I actually have to pay an extra $200 on top of the $20 per dance that I'm giving, right? I'm just gonna chill. I'm just gonna chill. You know, it's kind of a deterrent, basically. In other words,
want to lick my toes, that's gonna be an extra 500. If you want to do
5, yo, 5, 5 for toes, dog. Sheesh. For 5, baby, them toes better be clean.
that I don't personally like, or something that maybe you don't want to do for free, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to pay me for that. And that kind of makes it like, okay, maybe I would be okay with that if someone paid me $200, right? So that would really be up to you and your own boundaries and what that price or what those certain things are for you. But having a paywall kind of helps the customers like, okay, if you
It's a
want to do
deterrent.
this, you have to pay, or else keep your hands to yourself. And sometimes if that still does not work, You just have to get up and you can leave. And it's a strip club, there's security, there's managers. You are probably never going to get in trouble for getting up and leaving a dance, even if they paid, because your safety is a #1 priority. So know that that is always an option for you. Always have the option to just get up and leave and say, fuck no, you're too much, I'm not having this. So there you have it, babe. Now you know if someone is not respecting your boundaries, here's what you can do.
Okay.
You know how to read the signs, and you know how to stick up for
She
yourself.
didn't really. So I will say she didn't go more into like. I wish she would have went more into the signs, the actual signs, because that would have been an easier conversation to deal with. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I wish you the best of luck, and if you are someone who wants to become a stripper, if you're like, becoming a stripper,
I will say this. She does have the aesthetic down, like entertainment wise. She definitely would be. She definitely has that down, has that part down.
stripper would be so fucking fun. It excites me. You want to be a rich bitch. I can answer any questions, and I definitely encourage you to get my course, The Empowered Stripper, because it teaches you everything you need to know, from creating your signature looks, creating your alter ego, how to audition, how to dance on stage without doing any pole tricks. I give you a whole routine that you can practice at home. I teach you all of the
Without any pole tricks. Oh, that's awesome.
sales things, from how to talk to customers, how to get dances, how to upsell, how to ask for tips.
Okay, now she's just selling herself at this point. But that's not a bad one. Not a bad one. Okay, I'll give you that. Okay, that's all right. I like this. Okay, this is a year ago too. How year ago? Yeah, December of 2022. Almost 2 years ago. Okay, not bad. Not a bad video. If I do say so myself, I'll give her a thumbs up on that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's look at one. Here's one. This is 7 days ago. Wow. Okay. This is 7 days ago. Let's look.
Dancing is all about consenting adults. You being the most important consenting adult, okay?
That's not bad. It's not bad. I like that. Okay. We gonna see. I got a feeling this is gonna be.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're
I wonder where. I think she might be. I'm trying to figure out what city she's from. She's got the lip fillers. Oh boy. Yeah, she's definitely. And I say this without being rude, right? And this is not to be rude, because part of my job is I look at certain things, and certain things that I look at, I could tell by the lip fillers how she looks. She seems prissy. You feel me? Like, she seems like the prissy type. Like, oh, like in order to talk to her, you got to have like a lot of money just to have a conversation. But let's hear her out. Let's see what she got to say.
new here, my name is Porcelain, and today we're going to get right into it. We're talking about boundaries. Have you ever been in a situation with a customer who's either overly demanding or overly touchy? I've been in the game for like 6 years now.
Okay,
so
6 years.
I know I definitely have. I've come across many of them, okay? Maybe you're trying to close a sale on a customer and they're already being really touchy-feely on you, touching you in places you really don't want, and on top of that, they're not like asking you for consent or paying up with some compensation. Or you could already be giving a customer you've been focused on a dance, and then all of a sudden he acts out of line. Like, he changes into somebody else and he really like just crosses the line. No matter like what the situation is, I feel like I really have the solution, and if you're willing to watch this video all the way through, you will be equipped with some vital tools that will help you in the club, whatever you do. This advice can help out any type of sex worker. So I'll be honest, the reason I decided to jump on here and make this video is because recently I watched two different dancer vlogs, and they both had complained about basically being assaulted. I felt inspired to come on here and discuss this topic because it is very important. And
she's gonna be a big one.
Want to do our very best to avoid these situations at all costs. That being said, sometimes these incidents happen too quick and too spontaneously to be able to properly defend ourselves or stop it from happening. When a customer decides to push our boundaries, they know what they are doing, okay?
I'm gonna stop you right there. I disagree with that. That's not always the case. Okay, they don't always know what they're doing, but yes, they have an idea of what they're doing. Yes, I can agree with that.
They know what they are doing, and you should never feel any type of guilt or shame or any negative feelings for rejecting a customer / rejecting some money. There is always another shift and another customer waiting. So never feel bad rejecting people, and let's end our shifts feeling proud of ourselves, secure in who we are, what we stand on, instead of ending our shift and leaving feeling violated or depressed or upset. The less you stand on your boundaries and the more you put up with customers' BS, the more you will internally just diminish, not to mention being burnt out, anxiety, depression, PTSD. There are many mental factors that
she's doing too much. She's kind of overdoing it, overkill a little bit. I mean, I get the point, right? I understand the importance of setting boundaries, right? So the thing is, I get it with these dancers. You got to set boundaries. I respect that. The problem is, part of the problem is a lot of these dancers, they don't do it in a proper way. They're worried about, okay, well, the dude's not paying enough money for me to touch him, for him to touch me a certain way. He's making me feel uncomfortable. And a lot of these dancers aren't talking up front, like we heard in the last video. You know what I'm saying?
Play into our industry and everything that goes on. I'd also like to mention again that I have my own stories of mistakes and bad decisions that I have made for myself. I definitely know all about how this goes, and it really sucks if you find yourself down bad in certain situations. I'm definitely still learning the rest of us, so I'm just sharing a little bit of knowledge that I personally have. I've probably made the majority of my mistakes out of just pure desperation. Desperation is probably the most poisonous abyss you can find yourself in, especially as a dancer.
You know what? That I will give her this. This is key. She just said something key. She says something key here, right? Desperation can be in a poisonous abyss. I will agree with that. I can agree. Right? And she's not wrong. And I can kind of tell that she's probably been through some shit because she was desperate. She felt desperate for money, and she got into something that she really didn't want to do. And she was scared to leave money on the table. Let's see what she's talking about.
All start dancing for our own situations or reasons. I'm not going to get into that, but it's important as soon as you step into the club, you tune out any sort of feeling of desperation, because customers can quite literally sense that, and then they will proceed to try to push you and make you question your own boundaries. If you're
I think honestly that's not That's partially true. Once again, partially true. I was Matt. How you doing? I did. I don't know if you saw me in the chat, but I did say hey. This is partially true, right? And I hate when a lot of dancers they blame all of this stuff on the customer, right? Because this is all not the customer's fault. And I have to say this again, this is not always the customer's fault, right? Because you're desperate, it doesn't mean it's the customer's fault. You feel me? Let me switch real quick, right? Just because you're desperate as a dancer, it doesn't mean it's the customer's fault. I need y'all to stop that. Okay? It takes two to tango. Two. And I need y'all to get that. The quicker y'all get that, the better. Because it's not always a customer. Well, he told me he had $1,000 for me, and you believed it. If he ain't pulling out the money to show you or ready to give to you, then the money's not there. For example, I'm just using that as an example, right? Okay. If the money ain't on the table, if he hasn't put the money in your hand, as far as you know, he ain't got the money. That's a fact. So we got to stop always blaming the customers, and it's always the customer's fault. No, some of y'all want to live y'all life. Y'all want to live a lavish lifestyle, and y'all ain't ready for it yet. Let's just call a spade a spade. But let's get it going.
You're going in freaking out because you really need your rent. You are probably more likely to put up with some questionable behavior in the club because in your head, you're probably thinking, I'm just gonna thug this out because I need this right now. Customers will call you names, throw fits, like cry, leave the building, whatever, if you decide to reject them, but let them throw their little tantrum because it's much more better than it being you the one who's leaving the situation feeling hurt, like bothered, upset, like whatever the case may be. You are the one in charge of the club. You make your own price.
Okay, so stop. You're not in charge of the club, baby. You're just in charge of yourself. Okay? I gotta stop you. You're not in charge of the club. You don't run the club. You're in charge of yourself as a dancer. And that's the problem that I get with these dancers is that they always do this. They always think that they make the club. Okay? Unless you have been with this club for years, or unless you are working in a position where you're the one being promoted in the club, they're using your face for promotion. They're using your Spades.
We ain't gonna make it, bro. We not making it. Nah.
I'm trying to have a real conversation. You out here. I mean, you wasn't wrong. Oh shit. God damn it, Spades. Like, unless you're being promoted at the club, like specifically you, right? Your face is being used for promotion. You don't run that club, and even then, you're just not. You don't run that club. You're just being promoted there. Okay.
Prices. If you have the club, you make your own prices.
Okay. That's partially true, right? What you don't do is you don't overcharge for dances, right? That's the problem. There's dancers that do this shit and will overcharge a customer for dances. If the club says dances are $20 a song, then you follow along with that. If they want to tip you more, or if they want to get multiple dances, that is their choice. That is cool. If they want to tip you more, or if they want to pay for your time, right? Then they have every right to do it. They can pay that. But Other than that, no.
If you don't feel like it's worth getting topless for $20, don't get topless for $20. Let them throw a fit. And I promise you, like, with consistency, you will, like, filter through those bad customers and start finding, like, the customers who value that and will give you the money. Don't even worry about what the other dancers are doing and what they're charging. Just focus on you. If a customer wants to say, oh, well, so-and-so gave me 2 dances for 1, like,
okay. That, yeah.
good for her, whatever. But with me, you're gonna be giving me $40. That's it. Like, that's, take it or leave it.
So yeah, she definitely seems like that. Like I said, wasn't I right? I called it at the beginning of the video. I said it at the beginning of the video. She looks like the prissy type. And was I wrong? Was I wrong? Was I wrong? Very prissy with the attitude. Just saying. Unless you're a high value person, you're a tool. Well, you know, we'll see. You're not wrong.
It's $40 if you want me to get topless. If you can keep up with these standards and be consistent with it, I promise you, you will become addicted, because I almost can guarantee you it's going to A, boost your confidence, and B, it's going to boost that bag, girl, especially over time. And you will stop leaving work feeling so drained, so exhausted. Like, you will end up leaving work like in a much better mood, feeling great about it and excited for the next shift. Make sure you're also always getting your money up front. That way it really secures the power you have, and you don't have to worry about finishing a dance or something because you're worried he's gonna run out on your tab or whatever, or run out of the VIP room. I've been stiffed before. I've seen other girls get stiffed before. Like, that's...
Oh, she's getting the chicken. Yo, like, I don't know. I wouldn't. Like, honestly, she seems a little, she's, like I said, she seems a little prissy for me. Too prissy, in my personal opinion. But I mean, like I said, this video wasn't too bad. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let Porcelain. I'm gonna let little Miss Porcelain, you know, little Miss Porcelain have that. You know what I'm saying? So let me go back. I'm gonna go back to this video real quick, and I'm gonna drop a comment real quick and just tell her that this wasn't a bad video, real quick. But yeah, like that's crazy, ain't it? Like, no, I don't blame you from thinking that. Peter Yo, leave that girl, leave Porcelain alone. Oh man. Go. Bam. All right. Let's see. All right, yo. So Porcelain is kind of a no-go. Right? Porcelain's kind of a no-go. You know what? Let's look at the same one, Bad Bitch Academy. There's
Hello,
another
my
one.
gorgeous babes, and welcome to the Bad Bitch Academy. It's your girl Amber the Baddie, and I am here with another video all about important safety tips for my stripper babes, because
let's look at this.
I hear a lot of people talking about how dangerous of a job it is, and as much as I hate to admit it, there can be some truths. So I just want to talk about how you can stay safe as a stripper. And to be honest, a lot of these tips are really helpful for women in general, whether you're a dancer or not. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, watch the video all the way till the end for your best safety tips at the strip club.
All right, let's go.
So starting off, make sure to watch your drinks. If you are
Okay.
drinking on the job, always be careful. It's the same at a club or a bar. Always be sure to watch your drinks. If you start feeling weird after you're drinking anything, okay, go to a manager, go to the dressing room, tell someone you're with. The second you start to feel like, oh, I feel different right now than I usually do when I'm drinking, let someone know and get away from that customer, because you do not want to have the full effect of whatever they gave you happening while you're in a private room, while you're, somewhere with this customer. So just be careful and make sure that you are always watching your drink. Also,
All right, is she?
don't take drugs.
Okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna go back to the drinks, right? What you should do, right? Watch your drinks and don't be drinking like excessively around customers, right? And the crazy thing about drinks, right, is you can actually get specific drinks for dancers, and if you this is what you work with your bartender, right? You can get fake shots, arrange a fake shot with the bartender, talk with your bartender, arrange a fake shot. You don't have to tell the customer this. The customer doesn't need to know this, right? But I'm telling y'all this anyway because y'all gonna end up figuring it out. But like, take a shot, like either a watered down or a fake shot, right? So that way it won't be, you'll still have that look like you're partaking, but you're not, right? That's key. Having a watered down fake shot would definitely save a lot of y'all, because a lot of times some of these girls be thinking you got to get drunk to have a good time. You don't. That's the other thing.
So just be careful and make sure that you are always watching your drink. Also, don't take drugs with customers. Like, this should be common sense, okay? If you're gonna do drugs at work, that's your choice. Bring your own, test your own, okay? But don't do things from the customers. I just want you to be safe. You cannot trust these hoes. Next.
Okay, all right. So this is where I mean, she's got a point, but I'm gonna tell you right now, right? You're gonna have a couple of customers that'll do that stuff with, and yes, there are customers that bring that stuff into the club. Sometimes, depending on how they sneak it in. But that's really dependent, and this is gonna sound weird, but it's really dependent on if you've known the customer for a while. You don't do this stuff with a customer you just met. That's a stretch for roll. What the fuck? Right. But no, she's not wrong. It is common sense. Don't do stuff like that with customers, right? Especially customers that you just met. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if this is a customer that you've known for a while, you've established trust with, that's different. But a customer you just met, you don't do that shit with. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't do that.
Next, make sure to speak your boundaries up front. If there's something that you don't like, let them know. I want you to avoid as much trauma as you can. And the more you let shit slide, the more you are going to feel it. It's going to affect you more than all the customers. So if you're not comfortable with someone touching your pussy or someone trying to kiss you or do whatever, speak your boundaries up front. Let them know, hey, I want us to both have an amazing time for the next hour. Here are my rules. Here are my boundaries. And if you follow them, we're both going to have an amazing time. And the more you can speak about your boundaries up front, the less issues you're going to have. Because I talked to quite a few strippers who are like, yeah, they get really turned off, for example, when their partner is maybe, playing with their nipples or going down on them or touching them in a certain way, because they've had so many customers doing it to them and it makes them feel uncomfortable, and now they don't even like it with their own partner. So I don't want that to happen to you. So just make sure to speak your boundaries up front, and if someone
that's kind of
that makes you uncomfortable,
so
let them know and stop the behavior immediately.
So, and that's the part. Okay, so she was talking about with their partner. They don't like it with their partner. That's a personal problem, right? That means if it ever gets to that point where you don't like it when your partner does it, right? It affects your relationship with your partner. And this is key, right? If what a customer does affects your relationship with your partner, you have failed in some aspect. Okay? You have failed as a dancer in some aspect. I hate to say it, but it's a fact. You get what I'm saying? It's a Snapple top fact. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way you got somebody at home that like you, that want to be with you, right? That wants to be with you, and you sit up here and stop fucking with them because, oh well, this guy at work. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't. I'm sorry. You can get mad. You know, it doesn't. I'm sorry. You can get mad, you can get fuss and cuss, all that shit. I don't care. Right? And no, I think it's dumb. I think that part that's where you failed. You have failed as a dancer yourself. I think, personally, right? Real quick before we go on, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give 5 subs because I got it this month. You know how we do it. So, lucky recipients selected by YouTube themselves. Let's get it. And here we go. Bam. Here we go. We got. There we go. We got Brandon Meadows gifted a membership. Ben is gifted a membership. T Gunner 488. Det Triana. That's who that is? Gifted a membership. Let me see. Det Triana. Yeah, am I saying that right? Okay, cool. Det Triana. Okay, cool. Welcome in. Thank you, Det Triana. You got a gifted membership. And Chloe gets a gifted membership. Making the memberships rain. Great Poupette, how you doing, sir? Good to see your face in the place, as my homeboy Blazeway says. Thank you for coming in. So let me read the comment. I'm going to read the comment. All right. If a dancer gets traumatized from a customer's actions, then they're not prepared for that field of work, and they should find another. That part too, right? So once again, I'll say what I said again. If you as a dancer, because this is your responsibility, okay? And I'm not saying this to victim blame or none of that shit, right? But if what somebody does as a part to you fucks with your partnership, whatever you're with your partner, right? It's because you didn't set the boundary. That's your fault as a dancer. Hey, yo, Spades, thank you for becoming a Dynasty member. I'll let you, boy. Get access to things. You get access to videos first in videos, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna have to hear that for like 6 more times, y'all. My bad. All right. Is the signal dropping for you, or am I tripping? Are we good? All right. So, like I said, if that's the problem, right? If this is the issue, then you need to speak up. Period. And she's mentioned it before. Sometimes you got to leave money on the table. It happens. Sometimes you may have to leave money on the table. You understand? It would be like that. But let's keep it going. Let's get it going.
Immediately. And going along with that, never be afraid to walk away. If someone is not listening to your rules or respecting your boundaries, you have every right to just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm getting up, I'm going away. The club will not get you in trouble. You will be fine. But know that that is a possibility, and never feel bad for walking away if someone doesn't respect you. Now, another
okay. That is true. This is true. And I do have to put a period on this, though. But I do have to put like an asterisk on this. if you continuously keep walking away from every slight inconvenience, right? You got to know when to walk away. You got to know how to walk away. Okay, how to walk away, when to walk away. That she was saying that part too. Because if you keep walking away because I'm disrespected every time you turn around, I'm being disrespected. Then now you have become okay. Well, she's just being sedity. She's being all stuck up, and they may not want you at that club. That's the only time you may get in trouble. May. You understand? All right, let's keep it going.
Thing is, watch out for pimps, okay? I haven't encountered so many of them at the club. I have encountered a few. And a couple of signs that you will always see is guys telling you, girl, I can help you make a lot more money than this. You want to make some real cash? You want to make some real money? I can help you. If the customer is telling you that he can help you make more money, he's a pimp. Get up, walk away. Don't waste your fucking time. They can seem convincing. They can seem like, oh, they can do something for me. But unless he's going to pay you right then and there at the club, he can't help you.
She's partially correct. Once again, this is partial. All right? But I'm gonna let her go. I'm gonna let it go. I can't stop at every point. I'm gonna let it go.
It doesn't make sense. It's not for you. So really watch out. Never take them up on their offers. Don't listen to them, because we are here to make money, not to get pimped out. You don't want to put yourself in a weird situation. So just make sure to watch out for those kinds of customers.
You know, and I find it weird. You know what? I'm not. I can't let her make it. I can't let her make it on this one. I'm sorry. Because these are the same girls that say they want to watch out for pimps, but then turn around and get pregnant by the customer. I can't stop. I can't do it. I can't. Where's that clip? Where's that clip, Spades? Where's
we
it?
ain't gonna make it, bro. We not making it. Nah.
I'm sorry. I can't do it. Like, she's got a point. But when somebody's actually trying, and this is, like I said, this is my issue that I'm having with some of the girls, right? When I've worked with some of the girls, that, like, I told them, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm aiming for. I would love for you to, work with me. And they thinking I'm going to try to pimp. I'm like, baby, I don't want to pimp you out. I don't care to. Now, if I really want to, I could. Right? But it wouldn't be done in the way that they would expect. For one. For two, it's just no. I would rather, let's build this. This is an actual business thing together. Let's actually work. Let's do what needs to be done. It's not fucking hard. But these girls are so hyper focused on pimps, but then they'll sit up here and let a customer raw dog them. You know what I'm saying? Or let a customer disrespect them in the whole place, in the place where they work. I can't do it. I'm gonna shut up.
And going along with that, just don't go home with customers, okay? I know it can be tempting. You might meet someone who's super hot or nice or who offers you a lot of fucking money, but just don't do it. I am not going to lie and say that I haven't done it, because I have, and I am very lucky and very blessed to have been safe in the situations that I did. But now that I'm older and I've kind of been around, I'm just realizing that the money is never worth it. It's really not. You don't want to put yourself in a situation that you are in real danger.
Yes and no. Once again, this is not completely true, right? Because I guarantee you, some of the people that you might go home with, right? Some of the customers that go home will probably take way better care of you than sometimes some of the people at the club. But hey, I'm not gonna. This water is really good, y'all. This water, whew. Good high quality H2O. Hey, but Spades, nah. Flag gonna play. Flag, foul. We gonna call a foul. What's the foul? What's the foul, Spades? What's the foul? Talk to me. What's the foul? So we can discuss it. What's the foul, Spades? I needs to know. Flag on the play. It's a napkin, but flag on the play. Double standards. 10 yards. Oh.
Because I've heard horror stories of really, really, really bad things happening to women when they go home with customers. And what?
So she's going off of hearsay at this point.
My friends, actually, she told me there was this guy, he got like 3 hours in the VIP with her, spent like 3 or 4 grand. He was like, hey, come home with me, I'm gonna pay you $2,000. She's like, fuck yeah. She goes home with him, he puts something in her drink, she wakes up on the side of the road, okay, naked, her car is gone, her 2 front teeth are out, she has a black eye, and she's in the middle of fucking nowhere, and she had no idea what happened to her. And that was
we need sources for that one. How she say it's not about money? What's the goal? The goal is to get money, right? And like I said, these people make it tempting. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie and say that some of these customers ain't shit. But there are certain things, like if the dude is spending money, like come on now, you still gotta be smart. Like you have somebody to go with you. Like it's not that fucking hard.
Extremely traumatizing for her. She was like breaking down, fucking crying to me while telling me this story, and she was like, I will never do that again. I kept thinking about my son and what would have happened to him if I just disappeared. And it's just you don't want to put yourself in that situation. You know, one of my other friends, she met this guy and she was like, oh, you know, just come to the casino, we'll pay you $500 just to hang out. You don't have to have sex with us, just to party with us outside of the club. They go out, and he tried to actually not pay her unless she slept with him. So they hang out the whole night, and then he's like, oh, well, I'm not gonna pay you unless you fuck me. Like, why would I have you come here? And it was this whole big deal, and she was like, I will never do that again. So
I see, this is the problem, right? So there's too many loopholes in these stories, right? Right? So what up, Ben? How you doing? Welcome in. So here's the problem. There's too many loopholes with these stories, right? So in that situation, which she should have did, right? In a situation like this, if it was text, she should have got text information, right? She should have got took all the screenshots and said, hey, look, you said at this time, these are what the screenshot said. You said this. You gotta cover your ass, dog. Like, come on, bruh. Cover your ass. Cover your ass. I am sorry. There ain't no motherfucking way. Some of this shit just seems a little bit too outlandish. Now, me personally, like I said, I know this could happen. I've worked in the industry long enough to know that some of this stuff can possibly happen. However, I do also know there's a whole lot of contingencies on you going along with this by yourself. Like, a lot of this could be stopped if you had somebody to look out for you. Like, if you're going out with somebody, especially if it's a customer that you don't know, what you need to do is go along with a friend, have somebody as backup, or have somebody that you know that can work with you. Okay? That you work with, that you trust, and say, hey, let's go out, and bring that up to the customer. Hey, I'm gonna take my friend with me. Is that cool? If they say no, adios. But it does sound, like I said, it sounds too many open holes with this story. Like, we need to see some evidence. Like, there needs to be like screenshots. And also, like I said, those screenshots would also help you. So if this is a text, like, hey, look, nah, you said in the text, boom. I don't think she would win all of this. I think it was like one of those, well, I heard it from a friend that another friend said this, another friend of mine said this. That's what it sounds like. But let's continue.
I just want you to be careful, and if you're thinking about doing it, first think, okay, is this $500, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 worth my life? Is it worth never seeing my parents or my...
So that's hyperbole. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hyperbole. Extreme hyperbole. All right?
sister or my brother or my boyfriend or my children again. And if you still decide that you're going to do it, tell a friend, tell someone that you trust, share your location, give your friend the number of the person you're meeting up with, the address, their name. Let someone know where you are and what you're doing, just in case. So if you're really just going to say, I want to do it, be careful. Let someone know where you are. And
all right, I'll give her
about it. But
I'll give her, okay, y'all, I'll take back a little bit. Okay, I'll take back a little bit. Because at least she said what I was saying, what I was thinking. All right, okay. Okay, we can breathe a little bit. Spades, we can breathe a bit. Can we take back the flag on the play? I think we can recall the flag on the play. I think we can retake the flag back on the play. I think we can do that. I think we'll do that. We'll take the flag back on the play.
I really recommend just don't do it at all because the money is never worth your life. Another thing is give customers a fake name, which is obviously your stripper name, and a fake number. If you want to keep in contact with someone, you want someone to keep coming in to see you, it's fine to exchange numbers, but get a fake phone number app, get a Google number account, something like that where they don't have your personal information.
Fine, just this once. Okay, cool.
Give them a fake name. So I have a stripper name, and then I have a fake real name. So if guys are like, girl, but what's your real name? I'm like, okay, don't tell anyone, but my name is Michelle. My name is not fucking Michelle. Do I look like a fucking Michelle?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. She looked like a Michelle for real. Yeah.
But I tell these niggas that my name is Michelle because they don't need to know my real name. So have a fake name, have a separate...
This is too much work. Just keep it at the stripper name, baby. Like if they want to hear your real name, like okay, it's not that serious. Okay, just tell them no. All right. Look, if it's that serious, like nah, it's
separate number because you once again you don't need
the number. I understand, but the fake name, the fake name. Come on now.
People back tracing your number and finding your address, finding your social media. It's not worth it. So listen to this advice, okay? Another one, also have a fake Instagram account. So if you want to exchange Instagrams, have your dancer Instagram. And also, never follow your club from your personal account because customers can go in, see, okay, who's following this account, and they can find you. And you just really want to keep your stripper life and your real life separate because men are crazy.
Oh. She was okay until she said that. Oh, man. I take it back. Where's the flag at? Where the flag? Flag on the play. I can flag on the play. Flag. That's it. All right. I'm putting the flag back. Fuck it. I'm putting the flag back. Unnecessary bullshit. This helpful. 10 yards. Some men are weird, right? I get it. Some. But I guarantee you, for every weird man, there are more solid ones in the place. There are some. I'm not going to sit up here and knock the fact that there are some weird ass men out there. 30-yard penalty. Okay, cool, Spades. Okay, I'm glad we on the same page. I'll take that. I want her social media already. Right? Give me the fake one. I'll take the fake one. I would like to reach out to her though. She seems pretty chill to have a good conversation with. I got a feeling I probably have to pay for her time though. I know how this goes. I know how it goes. Which y'all bet? All right, which y'all bet?
And even something as simple as like, you don't want your boyfriend getting messaged by these guys. You don't know who is jealous, who's going to start sending messages to your followers, to your family. All you need is one regular to get mad at you and be like, I'm gonna tell everybody that you know that you're a stripper. You don't know, so just keep it separate and you are going to be safe and save yourself a lot of headaches. And when you're at work, always make sure that you get walked to your car. Once again, just be careful. People are always lurking around the strip clubs, so you just want to make sure you're not getting followed to your car, you don't get jumped. You're usually walking home with a lot of cash on you, so just be mindful. Make sure security takes you to your car. Don't tell the customers what kind of car you have. Don't tell the customers where you live. This should be obvious, but I don't want you to get followed home. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So as you're leaving work, make sure no one's following you. Make sure just to be aware of your surroundings so that you can stay safe. And also, like, a lot of strippers go to work and come home looking like bums, and that's for a reason. You do not want to be driving home or walking home, from your car looking like a fucking 10 out of 10 movie star by yourself, carrying thousands of dollars in cash at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. So wear sweatpants, wear a big hoodie. I always wear like an oversized hoodie.
All right, we get into territory. I mean, she all right. She all right with some of the stuff, but like, to me, I think it's too much. I think a lot of this is too much. I personally think. I think a lot of this is too much. I think personally, but she's got points on certain things. It's just, like I said, you really have to pay attention to your surroundings, right? I think that's the biggest thing. All right, the biggest thing is to pay attention to your surroundings, y'all. She ain't too bad. We did have to throw a flag on a play. We did have to throw one flag on a play. But I think she's all right. She's better than the other one that we looked at. How about that? How about that? How about it? I think that was a better one, right? I think that was good. Let's see what the Instagram like. We gonna see what the IG like. How about it? Y'all want to see what the Instagram like? I know Ben was asking. I know Ben want to see. Ben like, let me see. I want to see the Instagram. It is. All right. Nope, it don't work. That's what I thought. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I bet you it don't work. Let me search. There it goes. There it goes. Got a whole boyfriend too. Nice. Not bad. Oh, she's a stripper coach. Okay. All right. Not bad. Okay. All right. Oh, she got a little white boy. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Interesting. I may have to reach out to her, see what she say. May have to have her on the episode one day. What y'all think? Y'all think I should reach out to her, have her on the episode? Man, that'd be dope to have her on. It'd be dope. It'd be dope to have her on. Hopefully she answers back. If not, it's cool. But it is what it is. It just so happened to work. Why not? Why not? Not bad at all. All right, y'all. I wanted to do that. I just, there's certain things, man, that I wanted to go over and just talk about because I know it's important. You know what I'm saying? It's always important to look at things from another perspective if we can. And like I said, I don't agree with everything of what she was saying. I do understand there's a lot of things that do need to be covered. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You do have to protect yourself. And I do encourage women to protect themselves and stuff like that. I just tell people all the time, you know, it's never ever that serious. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's ever that serious. I don't think it's completely that serious for you to sit up here and say, oh, well, these men are trash, blah, 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 whoop de woo. You know, these men are trash, but then you're still demanding that you pay them or that they pay you. Excuse me. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Especially if you want money from these men, the biggest thing you have to do is make them feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That is the biggest thing you have to do. All this other men are trash, blah, blah, blah. Keep that shit to yourself. Keep that shit to yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that I'm talking about. Like, keep that shit to yourself, for real. Cause y'all do all this shit talking. All right, you do all this shit talking about men, and you out here literally needing men for their money. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't think it does, but you know. I don't think it makes sense. Cherry Blue, yes, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Yes, you got to keep things in check, right? And I agree. There are certain things that guys got to understand, that it's not that type of, it's not always that type of party. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's entertainment. At the end of the day, fellas, it's entertainment, okay? She's not going home with you. It is what it is. I've told that to customers plenty of times, okay? I've talked to guys a lot about this, right? And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's also not on, it's not always on them. It's not always on them. Sometimes it's on you. Sometimes you need to be the entertainer that you need to be and just chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do this, right? I wanted to do this. Matter of fact, let me go to my video here, because my members get to see these videos early. Y'all get to see there's certain members videos, all that shit, members only videos. And I'm going to share with y'all this video that I did. And we're going to talk about it real quick, because some of y'all, like I said, I don't always tell everything about everything that happens all the time, but I am going to tell y'all some updates here in a second here. Watch this. All right. This video is a members exclusive video, but I wanted to share this with y'all. All right. So, all right, make sure we got everything right there. Let's go.
It's your boy LG, and I am here with another video. We are live at Diamonds right now, trying it out this week. We're gonna see how things go. Pretty much got it. I think I pretty much got it locked in, but I wanted to do this video because I've been wanting to put some content out there. I got this camera. I'm like, let me make some content, right? But one of the things that I wanted to kind of talk about, and this is probably going to be on the Strip Club Chronicles, actually, where I didn't tell y'all that I ended up losing my job because
yeah, I forgot the music was gonna get me copyrighted. Fuck. I forgot the music was gonna get me copyrighted, but I had to do this video, and this is part of the reason why I did today's episode for the Strip Club Chronicles, is because the club that I was at before, which was a really great club, really great atmosphere, unfortunately the club no longer exists. It was of no fault of my own or anybody that I work with, but the landlord of the club said they weren't renewing the lease. They're no longer renewing it. It's no longer a club. It's gone. And this is after 30 years. The club has been around for like 30 plus years. And unfortunately, it just happened, and it happened at the beginning of this month, and it really it was a bad thing. It really, yeah, I was upset because I was like, yo, I finally was able to be comfortable, um, not complacent, but comfortable. But I was able to be comfortable in a place, and the job was, it was slow at times, but the atmosphere was great. Atmosphere, the managers were, I had some of the best managers that I've worked with. Um, you know, some of the best ownership was pretty solid. And that's something that I don't forget. The dancers, some of the dancers were chill too, man. I met some amazing dancers, and it encouraged me to be back on my grind again, right? And so when I got the news, and well, we all got the news in the meeting. It was literally the Monday before the end of the month, and yeah, it was just bad. It was horrible. And when I tell you, we were bawling, like girls were crying, bro. Like I wasn't the only one that was like a little pissed off, tears coming to my eyes. But like I had one dancer that literally was bawling her eyes out. Like she hugged me, and I mean my shirt was just drenched, bro, like almost. And she she was she took it hard. Like I mean straight 5-year-old temper tantrum type shit. And I guarantee you, like I felt every bit of it. I understood exactly what she meant and how she felt, because it does suck, and it feels like it's not fair. And it's, and this is why I tell people, it's like stuff like that can happen like in regular jobs too. Because, and this is why I say it's like a job, like a regular job, because stuff like that can happen. You have a good job, or you have a decent job, and shit just changes. And it sucks. It does. Now, a lot of people wonder, when it comes down to stuff like that, what do you do? What do you do when things of that, when stuff like that happens? It wasn't something that I could control. It's not something that I could have done. There was nothing that I could have done to, make it better. It just wasn't able to happen. You feel me? And when it comes down to it, with dancers, it's easy, a little bit easier for them to deal with, because dancers, they can go to different places. They're basically independent contractors, so they normally have two or three. The good ones really have two or three clubs that they kind of go to, that they can, navigate around. So for for the dancers, it's a little bit easier. For people like myself, staff members, because DJs, unless otherwise specified, we're not contractors. We're basically employees. You know what I'm saying? So we're kind of we're kind of locked in different than them. You get what I'm saying? We're locked in a little bit different. There's certain things that we have to do. We just can't. We have to clock in. We get W-2s. While I think the dancers get like I think the W-9s or T-99s, I think it is, that they get. I'm not exactly sure right now. I can't remember what forms they get. But dancers, like I said, with staff members like myself, it's a little bit harder in a way, because we have to go through the hiring process. We have to see if these clubs are willing to hire us, and that's that and the third. This is one of the reasons why I say, for those that frequent the clubs, and for those that work in the clubs that watch, make sure that you just give a positive vibe wherever you go, right? Give a positive vibe wherever you at, because you never know what can happen. You never know when you're gonna need the club that you're at. You never know what can happen for you. You know what I'm saying? You go show love at a place, have a good time, come back home, and sometimes the club that you show love to might be the next place you work at. You never know. And that's why it's just good to be positive wherever you're at. Because all this bullshit, all this other extra shit, it gives people, if you can, I guess it makes a better difference, basically, for lack of a better term. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to understand that. For those of y'all that are working in this industry, it does get a little bit volatile, and not volatile in the sense necessarily of, customers, getting rowdy in the club, or, are wanting to fight, girls fighting in the club or whatever, but more so volatile, and sometimes where you don't know the status of things. Sometimes you're in a place where you don't know if the management really likes you like that. I've worked in places like that where I just be myself and the managers be tripping. You know what I'm saying? And owners be out here, they have their little visions for the job, and they out here thinking that they got their little life together or whatever. And you just don't seem to fit their vision. And they start acting funny with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's unfortunately, it's part of the business. You know what I mean? But it's a testament to how you're able to handle yourself as a person. What up, Ronan? How you doing? Hope you doing well. Good to see you. It's a testament to you as a person. So the question is, what do you do when things go wrong? What do you do? Because there's a whole lot of things that can go wrong. Whole lot of things, right? A lot of dancers, talk about their partners be tripping on them, and partners don't like the fact that they dancing when some of them met them doing this. If you met your partner, fellas, I'm gonna be real with you, right? If you met your girl and she was a dancer when you met her, all right, don't be trying to change her. Facts. Just leave it. Let's let it go. Let it be. Leave it alone. Okay. Let her make the decision for herself. Right. Especially if you were one of the bigger spenders on her. Right. Because then that makes it feel like you weren't the person that you claimed to be. You understand what I'm saying? I get it. This is entertainment. I get it. This is everybody's putting on the front to a certain degree. But come on now. At some point, just be real with yourself. Right? If you don't want to entertain to that level, keep it where it's at. Stop trying to get these people and these girls pregnant, these dancers pregnant, because that's your fantasy. And then you up and leave, or try to get them to change their lifestyle and make them miserable because you wanted to change them. And dancers, y'all need to stop getting with these people. I'm not excluding y'all. Dancers, if y'all are talking to these customers and they don't, and you starting to feel uncomfortable and they're not listening to you, you're a grown ass adult. Move around. It's not that hard. And I hate having to be that. Like, I feel like I'm the last person with common sense sometimes. I really do. Because it's not that hard. Like, a lot of people want to, demonize these dancers, and I'm like, why? Why demonize something that you have an attraction to? But like, I get it. There's people out there that deal with a lot of stuff. A lot of things can happen. Dancers out, a lot of things you can go through as a dancer. I understand. You got people out here that think that you're less than because you decide to spin on the pole. You decide to dress a certain way. You decide to monetize your sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Or monetize to sell a dream. You know what I'm saying? And I agree that it's not right, but it does come with the territory. There are people out there that's going to think that you're less than, that you don't deserve what you deserve because you're taking advantage of men that are somehow willingly throwing money at you. Like, that's crazy. You got people that want to do things with you. I mean, like I said, I've told this to dancers several times. Like, hey, look, it's a part of the job. There's guys that's gonna want to fuck you. It is what it is. I can't sugarcoat it. There's gonna be guys that's gonna want. Have you looked? I literally had to tell the dancer, I'm like, baby, have you seen yourself in the mirror? Look at you. You're a gorgeous girl. And you're half naked and you mad because guys want to fuck you? Seriously? That should be a badge of honor. If anything, your ego should be stroked to high heaven. And I agree, Ronan. Strippers do be strong. They be strong, bro. Them girls do a lot of stuff, a lot of work. And that is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, when things go wrong, that's where you look at things. If you can communicate with management, communicate with the staff that you work with, talk with them. If it's something that can't be fixed, move around. Does it hurt sometimes? Yeah. When my club shut down, the club that I was working at shut down, I was hurt. But I'm fortunate to be able to have another club to be backed up with. Shout out to Diamonds. You feel me? Shout out to Diamonds. And like I said, I would really love to, personally, take and talk with more dancers, man. I would really love to have more conversations with dancers, because I feel like this is stuff that needs to be talked about. This is the stuff that's really happening. You know what I'm saying? This is the stuff that's really happening. Like, a lot of people think that these girls are like I said before, subhuman because they dance. They take advantage of men. That's not always true. Life hits just everybody the same. It's how you handle it. And that's my message for anybody. Like, for those of y'all that is going through a tough time right now, hey, keep your head up. Like, figure out what you can do and do that. Figure out what your next steps, your next plan of action is, and do it. Figure out your next plan of action. I promise you. It's not gonna be easy all the time. I promise it's not gonna be easy. But I do promise that it's gonna be worth it. Once you get your stuff figured out and you start getting your stuff together. Okay, that one club shut down. Okay, that one club told you no. All right, let's go to the next one. DJs, I don't want to talk more DJs. I got a DJ in mind that I'm gonna be talking to. It may not be Strip Club Chronicles based, but it's probably gonna be Emperor's Court. But I'm gonna be talking with him when he comes back. I know he's out of town right now. But I want to encourage somebody in here, even if you're not a DJ, a stripper, whatever. Life may be hard for a lot of us in here, but I want to encourage you to fix what you can. Find what you can fix. Find what you can piece together. Do it. I promise you, it might get a little rough for a bit. It might be a little bit of a rough patch. You may have to adjust a few times. I get it. I understand. But you start doing that. Keep it going. Get with people that understand. Get with people that's going to be, that do their best to be in your corner. You gonna make it. You gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You gonna make it. I don't care who you are right now watching this. Dancer, stripper, DJ, even my detractors. Well, my detractors ain't gonna make it. They'll be all right. But I just want to take the time to encourage you to keep your head up. Keep your head up, man. Just have a few plans in place. Have a contingency plan if you need to. But you gonna make it. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? So keep your head up, keep your focus. I appreciate y'all coming by. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have y'all. Always a pleasure to have y'all.
The Dynasty.
Ronan, thank you so much for coming by. Spades, always good to see you. Cherry Blue, how you doing, baby? How's the family? I hope the family's doing well. Hope the little one's doing well. Ben, thank you for commenting. Gray Poupette, good to hear from you. Chloe, Ditriana, T Gunner, Brandon Meadows, welcome to the memberships. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to be members, let me come on in. Tiamat, good to see your face in the place, man. Tiamat, always a pleasure. I'm telling y'all, man, I got content for days, man. Y'all check it out. I got plenty of content. Strip Club Chronicles, more Strip Club Chronicles coming on the way. And if you guys want to be members of the channel, let me know, man. Hey, this goes back to help support me and the channel. Because like I said, I want to make content full time. That's my thing. I want to do this content shit, man. Music, gaming. I got music mixes. I got strip club mixes. I got another one that I got to work on. I'm going to start the next one. This is on number 16. If y'all haven't seen 15 yet, y'all need to go check out 15. Run that one up. That was a tribute to the club god himself, Beat King. You can't have a strip club mix without Beat King in it. I don't know who lied to y'all and told you you couldn't. You know what I'm saying? But yes, y'all keep y'all head up for real. If I'm missing Alzamat, thank you for coming in. I knew I missed somebody. I knew I did. I knew I missed somebody. But I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming by. Be sure to drop a like, drop a sub if you're new. Like I said, music, gaming, blogs, all that good stuff. Got more on the way. All right, y'all. That's gonna be it for me for this episode of the Strip Club Chronicles. Stay on tune. Follow me on all social media. That way you'll know. You can talk with me about it, about the next Strip Club Chronicles. Or we got more Emperor's Court as well. Follow my YouTube, not my YouTube, my website. I got a website, y'all. 210lg.com. That's the website. Get on it. Get on my website. Yeah. Gonna be ending it here. I'll be catching you guys on the next time. Peace. And God bless.